Surprise! Welcome to In and Out. I think our order's almost here, you guys. Look at that. Who's getting hungry right now? Exactly. They're getting every order in except for mine. 17 and 23, please. 17. 17. Sure. Just a little bit.
I mean, honestly, like, where else would you go?
Yes, 20 and 25, please. Yes, 20 and 25, please.
I started my live inside.
Oh, you did?
Inside of the thing. So, yeah. What's up, guys? Hello, everyone. Welcome to In and Out. I'm gonna in and out eat something so good. I need to put this on the tripod. That's what I need to do. Hi, Rin. How are you? Double onions, please.
Raw.
True. Well, we always ask for raw onions, but you know what? Next time, double
Double the raw.
the raw onions. We got vampires to
Ward off. Yeah.
ward off, so we do need the onion power. Okay, guys. Thank you. May the force be with you. What's up, Michael LA? Okay, I think I now can put you guys here so I can eat.
Yes, 24 and 27. 24 and 27.
I told them to put it in a box, but
They didn't?
no. Look, Michael always gets protein style, and I get cheeseburger. Why is this thing so? There you go. My chat's like falling all over the place. Sorry, guys. Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. I sort of pressed the button before we were ready. So, just enjoy or wait till we get to the blue building to find out what in the hell's going on.
Yes, 22 and 29, please.
Here you go,
22
baby.
and 29.
Ugh.
What's his name again? Pearl's friend? Who's playing drums?
Huh?
What's his name? That's playing drums?
Selfless self.
Yes, 22, please. Yes, 22.
Like that? So I got mine set up. Add leather.
You have to drive. Just eat, baby. You don't have to eat and drive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right, late, yeah.
Just eating in peace.
Is there a napkin in there?
Hmm? No. They give us no napkins at In-N-Out, you guys. Can you believe it? But LAPD is doing their job, you guys, allegedly. Oh my God, I was so hungry. I couldn't wait to eat. How's everyone's day going? That's funny.
Just 34, 36, please. 34, 36.
Ah, sì. Vabbè, cioè, tanto no.
Hi, blah, blah, blah.
I just saw Barbie. Yeah. Barbie from Tailhanger. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. What's up, Rugaline? We're about to head to the Big Blue to find out what in the literal hell's going on over there. But we have to make a stop here. We've just been going and going. Hiya, girl. Oh, Pearl's waiting. Yeah. What's up, Donna? Thank you. Greetings to you. Oh, missing the food they're cooking. Oh my God, but we had such a craving for In-N-Out, you guys. I mean, you know, sometimes you just need In-N-Out. Sometimes there's those days in your life where you're just like, you literally just need in and out. Oh, look, from the Oscars. Straight from the Oscars. Right? It's just an in and out day. They're painting the things red. Oh my God. Desperate times call for desperate measures, you guys. Don't forget it. And that's all we ever get with these people. Put it there. I don't want to. Desperate times calls for desperate measures in Scientology.
What are they painting red?
More of the curbs so that people find it harder to park.
And the city's not painting it, right?
No, it's just them painting it.
Desk 43, please. Desk 43.
They're trying everything to get rid of us. Literally.
Desk 48, please.
We're not going nowhere. We are not going no fucking where. That's what it's giving right about now, you guys. Sorry, I need to
Desk
get you
44,
back.
desk 48, please. 45 and 48.
Okay, here. Ugh, shut up, city. Siri. All right, you guys. We're moving. We are moving. Welcome to La La Landia. There's a fire. There's a literal fire right here. This time, the fire people are actually called to do a job where there is actual smoke. There is fire.
There's a building on fire.
There's a literal building on fire, you guys, right there. So, where there is smoke, there is fire. Never mind that the Scientology buildings have other type of smoke and gases coming out of them. But apparently, those are not the type of smoke and gases you can just,
Yeah, they got the ladder extended and shit.
yeah. Just go like that, yeah.
I think it's the shoe store.
They're having a lot of problems with real fires in LA, but imagine how many times could they have been doing a job while they're checking on fake fires for Scientology. I mean, and you guys saw that presentation from Mona where it's estimated already like up to $200,000 have been spent on fake.
And that's only 14 calls.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, she's working on it, and we've got endless calls right now.
Endless. I'm gonna document it all. We got the receipts. It's called We Got the Literal Receipts. La la la. How's everyone's doing? How's everyone's night? How's everyone's week? Yeah, shout out to Mona. Sharp cheddar grilled cheese on sourdough. We're about to want to vomit, so trigger warning if you don't want to vomit. We're about to pass the Scientology disgusting Psychiatry Museum, one of their many trap houses. They're so-called really fighting for a world where there's no mandated reporters. This isn't that great, you guys? That you can just be a nonprofit and literally be getting rid of all mandated reporters, so no kids ever get any access to mandated reporters. So that's the job of CCHR, to demonize, to misinform, and to cut out all their victims from any mandated reporters. They don't want them. They don't like them. They cause problems for Scientology. Mandated reporters are a big no-no in Scientology. Oh, you're a mandated reporter? Oh no, you don't qualify. Get him out of there. That's why they want all kids going to Scientology schools, Scientology approved doctors, Scientology approved this, Scientology approved that. Well, guess what? All mandated reporters that deal with Scientology kids, kneecapped. So it would be interesting to find out who is dealing with them, because they're still being sent somewhere. Here, CNN building, you guys. To our right is the CNN building. Russia is going backwards in equipment and deploying post-World War II era tanks. Yeah, Megan Shields and David Minkoffs were the go-tos. But Scientology always safe-pointed the doctors. And then every Scientologist would tell everyone else, oh, which doctor are you going to? Oh, okay, I'm going to go to that one too. And they have a lot of chiropractors and alternative doctors, because they really are all about that alternative life in there, inside of those hotels. I'm glad.
Yes. Up 5 pieces and put it back together again. Looks what?
Enough is enough.
Panthers.
Oh God, muscle testing, you guys. Oh, that was so ridiculous. They would have you grab things and put them close to your stomach, and they would go, if you fall forward, it's good for you. If you fall backwards, backwards. If you fall backwards, it's not good for you. So you would literally grab cheese and then put it next to your stomach.
Put what to your stomach?
Cheese, and see if you're like, if it's good for you or bad for you. If you fall backwards, it's bad for you. If you fall forward, then it's good for you. Oh, there's such, like, just such ridiculous fucking BS things like that. Babe, when you wait, just wait till you're there.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out, waiting. We're off to the Blue Building. Yeah, we're off to the Blue Building to hopefully catch up with Pearl Snappy. She's in town visiting. And say hello to others and see what's going on at the Blue Building. So thanks for following, you guys, and I'll show you where we're driving. We're driving down Sunset Boulevard right now.
Oh, another accident.
We actually just drove by a place that had a fire, and there was like probably like 6 to 8 trucks there, but they were actually putting out the fire, and it was actually nice to see them being able to do their job correctly. Hey Jason, welcome. Yeah, we're going down Sunset Boulevard, and right now we're at Sunset and Western. Hollywood. This would be Hollywood for sure. Oh my God, you guys, this is funny. I'll share with you. So we pull up and there's this homeless lady sitting on the bench, and she was like, you was like, you could tell she had her shopping cart, and she was kind of dirty, but she was cute. She dressed up and she had a little hat on and all this, and she's sitting there drinking our soda, and I'm commenting on her hat. I'm like, well, that's cute. She's got her hat on, it's making her happy, and the next thing you know, she's like, burps. It would have been it probably would have gone viral on YouTube if I had it. It's quite funny. I should turn here, right?
No, it's further up.
It is. Like how? It's right here.
You were there? Oh my God, that's so funny. Small world.
are, you guys. Right in front of good old Scientology.
Is anyone curious? Wait. Because if you're curious, leave your curiosity out of the building. Because all they're gonna do is sell you
We're gonna show you.
caca.
We're here.
Caca and caca and caca. Oh, there's a bike man. Curious coming today. Who the hell is curious to find out what the hell's going on inside of these hotels and commercial buildings? This used to be a hospital. Let's not forget what this was back in the day. Back in the day, you guys. These people acquired these buildings long time ago. I can't figure it out. No. No, not usually. Exactly. Oh, look, there's a van. Ducks. Ducks leaving. Ducks leaving the station. Motherships. Motherships leaving. Boarding the ducks over there. Completely desolate. It's just desolate now. Did you see that creepy man going in there? Creepy. Creepy. Look at this entire block full of creepy grooming courses. This is where they do the ethics handlings on children, underage children, lock them up against their will and interrogate them in sadistic, disgusting ways. Completely inappropriate, completely barbaric. And yes, you guessed it, all Scientology parents are fully aware of what happens and what gets done to kids because you know what? They've all decided that convicted felon L. Ron Hubbard had a million great ideas that they were all just going to follow along because why not? I mean, it's only a convicted felon who wrote the rhetoric. I'm sure it's going to be a great time and we're going to clear a planet. But maybe they're not clearing anything. You see how they're putting all these trees here now so that they can continue to block the view? I mean, it's like, how much more blocked can y'all be? Just block it up, block the view, put the blind tech on, because you know, nothing like putting blinds to really show that their scam can stand to a shred of scrutiny. My God, look at Michael. He's like fucking go so fast, you guys. Hi. Hello, you guys. Thanks for joining the live. We're here at the Blue Building, Scientology's building of corruption, where plenty of kids. We were just talking about the guy that just came out on Mike's Live, Avila. I don't know if his mom is this other woman that I knew in Florida. Her name was Gavi Avila, because there was a big Avila family from Mexico. Oh, look, there's some Audit LA. Yeah, so there's a lot of shady connections. In the Mexican families, it's all about recruiting the cousin and you know, and the aunt, and then this and then that, and then everybody's involved all of a sudden. Hi guys, welcome. Look at Michael, he's like already like 10 million steps ahead of me. Oh my God, Scientology is not liking this. I'll tell you this right now. Oh look, there's all the chalk. Scientology is hating that look. Their advanced organization has been gayified. Scientology did not see the day that a queer flag was going to be flying right beneath their building. This represents everything that this organization is not. This and that is like oil and water. So, because Scientology only around abusing people in there. Look at this, you guys. Valerie Haney. Oh, look, this is all the names. All the names of all the kids. Damn. Look at this. Look at this, you guys. My God, I recognize some of these names. Joyce Miller, Clarissa Huber, Lisa Marie Presley. Lisa Marie Presley that literally child trafficked by what's her name? Her mother, Miriam Faust, Quentin Hubbard, R.I.P. Here you go, you guys. All the receipts. Scientology cult of lies. These are all the kids abused by Scientology. See, a whole block. And imagine this is not even a shred of kids. And it's like, you know what? When people say, oh yeah, we didn't even know there were children of Scientology. Well, you know what? There's a whole block of names for people to, check it out, right? Oh, here's Philip. Philip and Liz. Shout out to... Oh, there's me. Serge Oblinsky. I mean, it just goes on and on, you guys. Isn't that crazy? I mean, look at this. Just on and on and on and on and on. Imagine being the Scientology cleaner that goes, oh, look, these are all children. Literally, R.I.P. Alexander Jens, another minor that was being abused by an adult. 12-year-old kid being abused by a grown woman in Scientology that, again, Didn't get turned over to the Clearwater PD because you know what? The Clearwater PD is too busy outsourcing, felonies such as disgusting abuse to people inside of the hotels, right? Because that makes a lot of sense. LAPD. Come on. All right, you guys, let's cross the street. Denver J did it. It took him like 4 hours. Well, you know what? That's what you call heavy lifting. Look at this, you guys. It's like a whole community of Barbie dolls and chalk and toys.
Amazing. Hey,
Hi. How are you?
great to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm all right. Yeah, indeed.
How are you, Leah?
Good, and you?
Good. What up? What up?
Hell yeah.
Muffin Man. We all
Hey.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
My sign is falling apart.
We're at muffin speed.
You literally. It's on.
It's really.
That is me.
It sure is.
I'm here. What's up?
She can't get it.
What's up? What's up? What is this?
And this has it's holding the. I need to duct tape it because it didn't fully. I need to get my ethics in. What do you call it? I need to upgrade. I just need to stick this together.
To get a thing
Sliding.
going.
Yeah, and then it pops this out. But this is pretty good. This is my original.
Yeah.
God,
You know?
this is like
My
a
original
whole,
OG.
a whole entire
It's Occupy.
occupy,
Scientology.
occupy,
Occupy
DOA.
Scientology.
What up? What up? Good to see you. Look at this, you guys. Oh my God. Occupy this. You know what? This is what a peaceful protest looks like. This is what a peaceful protest looks like, you guys.
Other voice.
Hi.
Name that I hired for Jennifer
Huh?
that played the guitar. Jennifer. The
Oh, I don't know his name.
The voice or you?
Was it The Voice?
Hi.
But anyway, so I hired this.
So
and
good
it was
to
cute
see
because
you.
guys
What's
love
up?
this story.
How are you?
I used to own a chain of nail
Just chilling.
salons.
Chilling and occupying.
Indeed. Warehouse. And one of them.
Chilling and occupying Scientology. Peacefully protesting. Oh my God. This is like so peaceful
Oh, that's self.
compared to the.
That's Oliver.
Right. And so
And that's Jay from Denver.
I love that.
No.
That's
Hi. So good to meet you finally.
Finally, I know. So
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Okay, so why have you never told me about the patterns on the letters? Why have you not talked about that?
Are they? What are the patterns on the letters? I just thought it was cheap LED.
Okay, but no, it's like fake Louis Vuitton.
Is it really?
That's what it looks like to me. Zoom in on that.
Oh my
Get
God.
in on that. Okay?
She's stuck on this.
Or linoleum from 1973. Either way.
I just thought it was cheap LED. I just thought they're like, can we get some cheap LED thrown up there?
It's so much worse than that.
It's fake Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, it's like Dapper Dan Scientology.
Could be. Could be true. Could be true.
Because everything about this place is such like fraudacity.
It's fraudacity. It's complete a complete fraudacity.
That's right. So
It's
why
like-
wouldn't it be fake Louis Vuitton as well?
It's like a mix between a fraud and audacity.
Exactly.
Like fraudacity.
Right.
It's a verb. It's a verb, you guys. Fraudacity.
Fraudacity.
When you prop up a fraud and then you just go around promoting it.
Absolutely. With your fraudacity of linoleum letters.
Yeah.
Trying to make it look like Louis Vuitton. But in reality, it's just linoleum.
God. How was your guys' flight? Good?
Amazing.
Good.
It was so nice. It was on time, easy.
Good.
Getting out of LAX, not easy. So lessons were learned.
Is this your first time in LA?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Right on.
It was time.
It was time to make the what? The pilgrimage.
That's right. That's right. It was time to come here and get street tacos and hear my voice echo off this building. And I have, and it's satisfying.
What do you feel? What's the difference in the vibe from Austin and here?
Well, I mean, in Austin, most times it's like me and one other person, and that's hard. Especially like when stuff goes down.
Yeah.
It's just hard. It's hard to go out there all the time when it's like there's not energy to be shared. It's just like it's just me screaming in that building. Lately, it's been like
Good to see you.
some of us have been there, so it's been great. But like a lot of times it's like just me standing there yelling at the building.
But you know what? You're there to investigate them. So you're just there to see what happens, right? Like every day, because there's no...
Well, I liked riding my bike up on them because then they closed up real fast, and then I rode my bike away. And then they opened it all back up, and then I rode my bike back, and then they
Bike tech, you guys. That's the bike tech.
Bike tech.
Bike tech, you just show up with a bike, they'll put everything away.
That's right, they do. And they watched. I did it on live. And then some guy approached me and said that he needed help, but I don't know about all that. We'll see. I think my tripod is like having a moment over
Well,
here.
and is UT Texas, what's going on with protesting?
Terrible. It's really bad.
Are they protesting too?
Yes, they are. They arrested over like 200 kids the other day because the university is calling the Texas Rangers in. They didn't just show up there. The university was just like, we don't want this anymore, and it's really scary. And so a lot of those kids,
But in Texas, it was peaceful, right?
It was peaceful both times. There was twice that the police came, and those kids were kicked off campus. And so, like, it's unclear whether or not they'll be able to graduate.
Well, you know what L. Ron Hubbard says, college is BS.
Yeah, right?
So it's like...
Yeah, Texas. Maybe that's why Scientology
It's like,
works
okay,
out
you
so
know
well
what?
in Texas, you know?
You know what? Maybe college is BS. Maybe all colleges just need to shut off.
That's right.
And, you know, we come up with another way of
Right.
not putting people in debt beyond belief. I mean, is that another Scientology going
It
on
must
in
be.
there?
It must be. It's just like, well, I mean, there were two kids that used their student loan money that they got to go to the University of Texas, and they gave that to the church for the remodeling. And then Stacey Sass found out about it and that was illegal, and so she paid the loans back right away.
Yeah, they try any possible way to...
Well, she's the one that went out 2D with the 17-year-old, and then her husband divorced her, and then he slept with a 14-year-old, all Scientologists, and then her punishment, because it was her fault, of course, they sent her to executive training till the statute of limitations had run out, and then then they brought her back, and now they're married. And so now her kids are step sibling cousins.
Are you only doing the eds? The edibles? Or
No,
are you smoking?
I'm smoking.
Oh, so TVs.
Niceties.
Okay, anybody have
So yeah, isn't that great? Isn't that amazing? So amazing. Family values in Scientology.
Well, you know, we keep talking about how, you know, the reason to sound the alarm is because of all of those erosions, and it's like the cognitive distortion is so egregious that, I mean, that's why we need to, again, like the adults, they're never gonna leave. Like,
Right.
it's like a drug addict, they have to want to put the drug down.
Right.
You cannot take it from them.
No.
Like, there's no pull and push, doesn't work. But, you know, once they start understanding, and that's why it's good that you tell them about the child trafficking, whatever, because they're not looking at it like that.
No.
They're looking at it with this glossed up pitch of like we're gonna save a world, right? But it's like even in Scientology terms, it's an outpoint, right? Like an outpoint is something that cancels the validity of the other thing, so it's a contrary fact, and they teach you.
Right.
Like if something is a contrary fact, then it cancels the validity of the other. And in Scientology, the outpoint is you can't save a world by enslaving children. So that's the outpoint.
Right.
So your fraud doesn't work because
Oops.
it's an outpoint.
Oops. Aw.
And I know you like using their words
Right.
on them.
I do.
So,
I do, and I will.
and it is good because it actually is the word to use.
Right.
It's an outpoint. It's a contrary fact. You cannot be saving a world and enslaving children. And since that's a fact, because of what the audits call for.
Right.
It's just like that's the audits call for everyone to be locked up against their will. It doesn't matter adult, child, old, young, whatever.
Right. And the fact that they all look at me like I'm crazy for saying such things to them, and I'm just like, I know you know
They're
that.
crazy to be challenged, right? Because it's like they're not expecting for you to know, because their whole thing is you don't know, right? That's why you're criticizing us, because you don't know.
Right.
You're thinking you know, but it's like you haven't done the course.
Right, right.
You haven't studied the book, and it's like that's why we're trying to like dumb it all down, because you don't have to study the book or the course or anything. You just have to understand what the course is pitching that's dangerous.
Right.
So then we can be reining it back.
It just blows my mind. The more I think about it, and the more that I frighteningly start to understand it, I'm just like want to run in there and like shake them.
Well,
Especially the ones, and it's always old people with little kids. It's rarely like parent appropriate age people with like those kids. It's like old people. I call them coffin dodgers, and I'm not sad about it. I'm not sorry about it.
And that is the problem with the elders, right? Because like, while they might look like that, it's like they're the ones that have been doing it for decades. They're the ones that propped it up. They're the ones that have been there,
Right.
making this appear to be something. And they're far too gone and too identified with what was pitched. So there's no going back. Like, and that's their problem.
Right. And now they're trying to usher in the next round of kids, and it's just very upsetting to watch it happen.
Seemingly failing to do so. I think this generation is far more inoculated, just because the information's far wider disseminated.
But there's always going to be someone they can grab a hold of, right? And the thing is, again, it's like until the actual facts aren't confronted, it's like it is organized crime, it is racketeering, because it's money laundering, it's children being moved across state lines. This doesn't survive in any world. Like what they do
Hey, mister, how are you?
in a civilized society that we're supposed to be living in.
Right.
It's like,
They reject reality and replace it with their own on a level that I've never seen before. Every single one of those people walking in and out of these buildings. And in Austin, you also realize, so here it's like there's all this stuff. Austin, there's 120 Publix in the field. That's it. The field's 120. It's not big. So all the people that I see are that is the org. Those are both orgs. That's Day and Foundation, whatever. It's all of them.
Well, it's never going to expand, and they
No.
don't need to.
And they are going to leave. Those staff will leave. They were promised the world with all the staff firing back and with the ideal org opening. Students are going to be
Well,
pouring
remember,
in.
it's all hype, right? Like, they hype ad nauseum.
Right.
So everything is incredible, everything is amazing, everything is groundbreaking, everything.
Right. Except for I went through your garbage and I found out that all of your stuff is in emergency status. Stats equal to 0. The wise pearl snappy. I know you're filming that, and I got that just for you. No, it was for them. But indeed, the wise pearl snappy. The stats said 0. It just said stats 0.
Well, yeah, because they cannot bring people in. But
No.
it's like, this idea is like, and that's what's so ridiculous about it, because it's like, they're in there pretending that there's going to be a day where they can convert every single person. That's a clear planet.
Right.
The planet is not clear until you.
Right. I've cleared
Until
more
you
of
have
Austin.
gone to
I've cleared.
full-blown audits, but you know.
I've cleared more of Austin than any.
Well, yeah, because you
Scientologist
just
has.
fed him the clear cog,
Right.
and that's all it took. It's like you made it all up.
And they get so mad. And then when that doesn't work, I just start playing OT3 on my megaphone. But wait, you got a little twig situation going on here. Unless that was on purpose. But no, his voice. Why does he make those weird gurgling noises? It sounds like he's motorboating.
I mean, the fact that people were obsessed with listening to him, like as children, like we found all manner of ways to not do it. Like
Right.
I would literally I told this to my friends the other day. I would literally because everything was cassettes. I would bring in my Madonna cassette and I would play Madonna while pretending to be listening to L. Ron Hubbard. And I just like
That's why you were smiling.
I had it all like this. You stop the tape. You have because everything had a transcript.
In a material world.
Well, no. Okay, this is about to take a turn.
Okay,
Erotica. That was what I was listening to at 12 years old.
That's better and worse.
At 12 years old, oh yeah, erotica. Like, yeah, it's Madonna, like whatever.
Right.
Like,
Well, I mean, I was listening to George Michael too. Like, I want your sex, but like that was totally normal.
but yeah, I mean,
I
it
would
was like
have listened to that over L. Ron too. I don't know how you.
I
feel
could
like the
not
cognitive dissonance
stand
there.
it. I could not stand it, and it's like, but the thing is, like, it fucked you up because, like, as a child, I always I felt like, you know, I've done all these things, like not listening to L. Ron Hubbard, like, and you're made to feel so guilty about it. So you're like, I am kind of suppressive, like, because I'm not acquiescing, you know, and I'm like, I don't know how all of you just go and do it. It's like listening to him for like, we're talking hundreds and hundreds of hours of that. Like,
it's so weird. Your conscience. Well, and then like on the OT3 ones, and they like pipe in the fake applause. Like there's no way there were that many people in a boat clapping for you, sir. That sound like you're in a whole stadium. Like no, that was dubbed in, okay? That was dubbed in. No one believes you. Also, you're just like, no one knows what you just said for the last 3 minutes because all we heard was
and the Mest universe and the Theta universe and the energies and the ARC triangle and the triangle's coming and then
the triangle
you're just like, what the hell? I mean, again, like the garbage. And then, like, the fact that everybody pretends that everyone's understanding the garbage. Like, oh, you get it, right? Yeah, I get it. You get it.
Is this not life
You get it? We all get it. We all get it. This makes so much sense.
Life changed. Let me just go get all the floating needles because of how much my life just changed right now. Overton with her. They don't even go here anymore. No, let's get this show on the road.
No, I mean, it's like, all you could call it is a group extended role play that goes from Thursday to Thursday. Every week they check who's still in,
ridiculous.
Who's still in, who's still playing their role, and then all this week, 3 people that used to be here for 3 years are no longer wanting to be in the group role play. AKA they're opting out of being a Scientologist, being a public, being a PC, being an auditor, being a staff member. It's all these like roles that they're just being given. And it's like, that's why it's like they're infantilized adults. And like, that's why there's nothing to talk to there. They're so goo goo gaga. But then they have like this like narcissistic complex where they're like, oh, but you don't know. Like, you don't know what?
Right.
You don't know this delusion that you're trapped into, that you're sucked into because you've studied and you listen to this stuff. And, you know, it's like this fake academy, right? It's like in 2 weeks. I mean, imagine in 2 weeks, you are a know-it-all. Like, that's why they say like, oh, who needs to go to college? In 2 weeks of our courses, we can teach you 4 years of psychology. I mean, everything is like this, still like this, right? And it's like, gain unfettered access to kids, 2 weeks. That's all it takes. You complete a 2-week course. Pick which one do you want? That one or that one or that one? Like, oh, that one didn't do that process yet. take that
Right.
one. Like, and it's all of that blurring of boundaries that goes inside of there. Again, they don't see a single red flag, even though there's like this idea that they're like making all these like ethical choices. They're always checking on ethics and ethics and ethics, but it's like,
To be honest with you, like I know a lot of people don't like that I yell stuff at people, and I don't really care. But the thing that will make all of those people pause every single time, men and women, is if I'm just like, so did you have to undo your pants when you were audited by that 12-year-old boy today?
well, see, but
That
you
will
know
make them
that
stop.
detail, right? But you know that detail, and again, it's like, in what world was a child being put in a hotel room,
Yes.
being video recorded? Like the whole
With a
thing is being
massage
video
table.
recorded.
Ew. And
Everything is
and
being
there's somebody in the
recorded.
ear piece. Like everything about it is so
Because it's fully known, and again, it's like the cognitive distortion, because it is pitched as like a very special thing, and you know, there's all these rules and all this bullshit to it, that with the machine and this and that, and you've drilled it so much with dolls, you know, you just become these little
that's
actors,
also
you know, like.
just so creepy. The dolls.
I mean, groomers. I mean, it's
Yeah.
literally grooming
Yes.
101. Like, do it on a doll. Like, we're playing a game. This is a make-believe. This is a drill. So everything is all just drilled. So that's how they start speaking to you in like, oh, masturbation. Let's bring it up through the doll, through the drill, through the thing. Like, if this comes up, you need to really be comfortable asking from A to C what happened during that masturbation incident, and they call that a miswithhold pulling. And again, it's like all their words are euphemisms, just BS, infantile, adult game only. Like if they were 21 and up, we're done.
Right.
Cart everyone at the door. Make sure not a single 21 and under goes in there.
Right.
We clear out the
Get
street.
on those cans, under your pants, under
No
your
one-
bras, do it.
You like it like that? You want to do it? Like we're not
Like
here
we're
to
gonna
stop
chuckle.
that. Like
we're gonna chuckle, but we're not gonna stop you.
I mean, it's like no one owes you, like, if that's what you do, like,
Right.
okay, like, do that. But it's, again, it's like, had they've only even taken but they're too self-righteous to even go there. Like, oh, no, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Well, you know, again, going back to, like, as kids, we needed to be advocated for. And all adults in there are compromised. So that's what we have a lack of, advocates for kids.
Right.
You know, and all these years advocating for adults, oh, we really need to rescue them, it goes nowhere because they don't want to be rescued until they decide they want to be rescued.
Right.
You know, and that's the only consenting aspect of this.
And
Like,
I've spoken to a few people who have left, and for a lot of them, it was because they had kids and they did not want their kids raised in that, and so then they.
and see, my only point to that is like, look, if you were aware enough to say, my kids know, where the hell is that concern for any other
Yes.
else? Because it's not valid. It's like, well, I got out because my
Right.
kid, like your kids, excuse me,
True.
did you miss the memo
Right.
that everyone else brought the kids?
Yeah.
Because then you're just part of the problem, right? It's like, again, it's like,
Yeah, you leave in.
to be part of the
yeah.
solution, you all need to denounce it. It's a generational problem. Like, y'all are, like, the good news is that y'all are in on it. Like, there's no better, worse.
Right.
Everyone. It's
Equal
like,
opportunity.
if you brought
Raising
kids
kids for
to
everyone.
this place, you're in that bucket. You know, and it's not this idea that David Miscavige doesn't have kids. Who's bringing the kids to
Right.
him? The parents.
Right.
They brought him there, right? Who's
grandparents.
making him accessible? Who's saying, oh yeah, these boundaries can be blurred because my kid is past life, my kid is this, all of that nonsense is being brought in by your parents. And that's what's so dangerous as you as a child, because you're like, my parents are so confident that this is something that you're like, okay, I mean, I guess. And then you see Laura there, then you see kids around you, like, there's no
Right.
red flag. Like, what was supposed
Right.
to be red? Like, if you guys protest this, then it's you don't get it.
Right.
And like I did I don't know if you saw this, like the Cardones have been putting their kids on
Yes.
social media all over.
Well, I did something about it too.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, no, I trolled their whole entire social media.
Yeah. So
The kidification.
but Sabrina,
the kidification. That's what he calls it. Kidification of the 10X.
10X kids.
Did you see where he's asking for videos, for children to submit videos to him? Yeah, that's for the kidification.
Well, and if you see his daughters, like what's good about it is that it gives you like a real like look into how we sounded, because you see them as like they're like little adults.
Yes.
And it's like, because that's all they've ever been exposed to. You know what I mean? Like they're not allowed to be kids. Oh, I don't watch TV. I don't like to do this. I only read books. We could only read books. Like TV was demonized. Like somebody else said yesterday, it's like you're being implanted, the images, everything's about the images.
Right. God. Yeah, that was when I saw. So, yeah, I found all of the Instagram accounts for everyone at the Austin Org, and I read them for Phil on my YouTube channel. You should check it out; it's great. But one of the things was that I found several of the people in the Austin Org are in Grant Cardone's cult as well, pitching it to their service member friends who are in their uniforms, their military uniforms, like repping Grant Cardone's cult. So I start diving into all these people, and that's when I found Sabrina, and I found her whole Instagram, and that was horrifying.
Horrifying.
Everything about it, top to bottom, like the moments of like where it's just like, here's a tip from, and she's like on a private jet, talking about like how. All the rest of you 8-year-olds are not working hard enough, and I'm never gonna say no, but like.
Hesitated.
Right?
You hesitated.
But like,
Start.
no, that's fair. Yeah, flunk, starting at
Flunk, you didn't pass start.
Thank you.
Flunk, not starting start.
That's right. But, well, now I look what y'all did. Y'all interpolated the shit out of me. Look what you've done. Look what you've done. I'm gonna.
It's
Just
so
get
true.
your TRs in and get over it. Copying, thank you on post. You're keying everybody in. We're stimulating.
That's what I do. I restimulate like a champ.
Well, we're stimulating their withholds right now.
We're causing the major air sequence.
Their withholds are being restimulated, and they trained us not to miss withholds as children, so we're here to not miss the withholds.
I think a lot of withholds have been missed in Austin. That door is evidence. The door that will never shut. That will never shut. And everyone's like, is the door fixed yet? And I cannot make it clear enough. David Miscavige does not give a shit about that door. It opened. He got his video moment. Did I ruin it? I did. But he dumped it over and now it's fine, right? He will never go back there again. They will never get a penny. That door will never be fixed. I cannot make this clear. It will never be fixed, ever. It delights me that it will never be fixed. Because they broke it. Trying to shut me up, not understanding, like, HVAC systems. So when people are going in and out of the doors, anyway, it broke, and now it's there. But David hates that org. He hates Chicago, but he really hates Austin. Because I'm now the punishment org, so we get all of the.
I know you will.
So let me tell you, all of the myths.
A moist towelette.
There's some really creepy people that through facial recognition, they have some like pretty gross crimes. So I can only imagine what the cult has on them and has them confessing to.
Well, and that's the thing. That's where we go. It's like it's a black PR collection agency. Like
it's gross.
What? Like P. Diddy? I mean, P. Diddy on steroids.
Yeah.
Like P. Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein on steroids.
And Usher.
And Usher and everyone else in Hollywood and everything else. This is on steroids.
Yes.
This is like, they have the whole building. Like a whole block of this black PR collection agency is right there.
What is the COS National Affairs Office in Washington, D.C. about? I was there this past weekend.
The National Affairs Office, I mean, it's just a PR office, you guys. It's just a PR office for their peddling efforts with DC and lobbying and, all the corrupt things that they're doing, that they've done for decades to to position themselves in a position of legitimacy. You know, that's all they have, right? If they have money, they can just spend it to prop up their brand.
Right. Let's see. Oh, we got recipes going on here. Serge has it going on and should be able to testify in front of Congress. Loudly.
Especially in California, because one, the weather.
Right.
Same
Yay.
same Scientology audit
you.
in Philly and DC.
Maybe we could Photoshop.
LRH, I still think that he got lost on the way to Target 2, and he's just like floating out somewhere, and he's just like being like bounced off of like meteors and stuff, and it's terrible, and it's just terrible. I hope that he's intribulated and restimulated, and I hope that he's just stuck at an implant station. I hope that's the thing. If there's a thing that's real, I hope it's the implant station, that he's going there and just having his brain wiped by psychiatrists. I agree, it is.
The infantilation of adults, adulting of children. Yeah, that's something that's very, very troubling. It takes a long time to realize. Well, it all comes off in layers.
Okay. Is that your car? Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you intend to go on the road?
Yeah.
Going to Chicago? Or was it until you were
It's
there?
just like,
I was there the morning after the last day that I was protesting. I was sitting in the house.
we've seen each other.
I won't kill you. I won't bite you. I know you. I don't know why you feel bad about it.
I just understand what the Scientology parents have done, Tori, and that's, I just feel the way I feel about it, you know.
Why don't we sit down and talk? Because I'd like you to hear at least my side of it. Because there's kind of a generality on it, and it's not necessarily.
No, I think it is a generality. I think that's kind of the issue. The issue is that there's a generality of the Scientology parents, and I don't know what talking about it is gonna do. It's like I can only speak from my vantage point, what I observed as a child being involved in this, and you know, that's all there is to it. Like there's nothing to reconcile. Like our childhoods have already been torn apart. We're already disabled. So I don't know what I'm gonna accomplish necessarily. I'm just advocating for my vantage point, and that's it. And whenever I feel ready to have a conversation about it, I'll be able to have that conversation. But right now I'm still processing. There's just a lot.
It's okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to meet you.
Good to meet you. Good to meet you too. Thank you.
Trying to me. I've never heard of such a thing before as that. I think that could be real. I bet you do sharpen ice and we eat too much of it. Do you think you could sharpen ice then? I bet you could.
Shard nice? What is that?
Shart? Like, you think it's a fart, but you
Oh.
chill a little bit. But if you ate too much nice, then I bet you could shart that out. I'm just saying. Is the founding org in New Jersey?
I've traveled around the world.
The founding org in New Jersey is. Oh yeah, there's a founding. Yeah, New Jersey is one of the founding orgs. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wichita too. Wichita.
And I look at here and it's like,
Yeah, weird. Like Kansas, Wichita is like a founding
Right.
org too. Like they have like this weird building that they bought there that's supposed to be
That's
historic.
weird.
Well, that's where a lot of these stupid lectures were going on.
That makes sense though.
that are still,
Yeah. It's cold in the winter, it's real windy, you can't go outside. You're like, oh, here's 80 tapes to listen to. Sounds great. This is gonna be perfect.
Oh,
It's just and then it's like as ridiculous as like the Music Man, where it's just like, oh, you don't have to know how to read music, you can just use the think method and think about the music and think that you can. Like,
She's so animated. It cracks me up. You crack me up.
I try.
Let me go and get my...
I'm always on about something. Yeah, occult Mecca in Wichita.
thank you guys.
Who did that? No one
Who's
did it.
Jay?
Denver J.
Is he over there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I'll say hi to him when he comes back.
Oh, I feel bad. Out of LA came down here and then I like said 2 words to her and then nothing. Okay, so we're getting asked if we can stand together so that people can take a screenshot for our you.
They would all benefit by talking to somebody. You know, they would all benefit by talking to somebody.
That's probably gonna be the one
Okay.
too. But it's just kind of
Hopefully
like,
you guys got a screenshot. Oh
I
my
know.
god.
Yeah, Wichita. Because isn't that what you think of when you're just like, oh, you know what?
Let me go to Wichita to get my Scientology.
Yeah, like,
My Scientology freak on.
let me go confess to some like creeps, some stuff that nobody really even needs to know in Wichita. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. I just want to know what's going to happen when little Davy drops the body. That's my question. I have my guesses, but
Thank you, SJ.
that's what I want to know.
What?
What's going to happen when little Davy drops the body?
Well, remember, you guys, like, David is but one. There's like an entire matrix of them. There's the deputy of the deputy of the deputy of the deputy of the commanding officer of the commanding officer of the like. There's a whole like. There's no shortage of. The whole thing is supposed to operate without David, without L. Ron Hubbard. Like, L. Ron Hubbard's policies are what's being done every day ad nauseum.
So I think maybe more specifically what I'm wondering is if there are still people that might have really liked Elron and just really hated Davy, and would they go back?
Well, but that's also a false narrative, right? Because
Is
it's
it?
like, the
'Cause I'm
point
curious.
is, who pitched for the abuses to be done at scale? Like, L. Ron Hubbard normalized everything.
Yes, of course.
Everything is based on L. Ron Hubbard, so there's
Oh,
no
no, I'm saying
world.
that those people are, like, that's even more creepy. If you're like, fuck David, he was terrible, but my God, if Elron comes back, I'm in. Because I think that there are people that are like that.
Well, because it's this idea, they're again operating on the PR pitch of L. Ron Hubbard, right? Because L. Ron Hubbard has been dead and gone and out of every
Right.
for so long,
Right.
right? The number two, he wasn't a nice man. He was an asshole. Like,
Right.
literally, like Mike Rinder saying how he was horrible. Everybody says he's horrible.
Right.
Like, so anybody that says he was good, it's on a PR delusion stunt.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
I do.
And then they've been trying to pitch David as the one and only who. But it's like, no, it's y'all together.
Yes.
Right?
No,
That's
yeah,
why
the
I just
whole
told,
team.
like, that's why I just told Tori, look, I do generalize. There's not one parent I'm pissed off about. It's all of you together.
Right.
There's not one of you that is not, oh, you're forgiven. You brought kids. You're not denouncing it. You expect us to have a conversation about what? Like, you go and denounce. You go and advocate for your own thing. Like, I'm not going to tell you how to have a problem with whatever.
Right.
I'll call out what I saw from where I was at.
Exactly.
And I'm just like, that's it. Like,
Right.
and yes, all Scientology parents are the ones. They're the ones that brought the kids. David doesn't have kids.
Right.
Who brought them in? Their parents. Who has not advocated against what they've done? The parents, because they are too busy playing the victim. And if you're too busy playing the victim, then you didn't even get what in the hell
Right.
that was that
Yeah.
you were a part of. And it sucks to be you. Yes, it does.
It
sucks
sucks
to
to
be you.
watch them like wheel their own kids in like these cute little wagons. Like, it makes me want to just scream. Makes me want to like grab that wagon and run.
Well,
down
and
the
it's
street.
almost that point, you know, it's like, what are you on that is numbing you from the facts? Like, there is cognitive distortion, but again, it's like any criminal could claim that they have cognitive distortion. Like, what makes you different than one that abuses a child like a Ruby Frankie? Like, we already found out, Ruby Frankie, doesn't matter that a therapist told her she was giving therapy to her kids as she was abusing them.
Right.
It's not a thing. If you're committing a felony on a child, it's a felony.
The end. Yeah.
It's a felony. And L. Ron Hubbard pitched felonies to be committed at a grand scale, right? Like, we have to figure out as a society, what do we do? Because every Scientology parent did it.
Right. And are still doing it.
And they're still doing it, and they haven't even begun to repudiate it or said, oh, maybe we did go too
Right,
far,
no.
or maybe should have been 21 and up only, you know, because that's the problem here, right? It's like, Y'all knew. Like, this is not U.S. gymnastics where they took him to Larry Nassar thinking he was a doctor. No.
Right.
This is, you got the thing, you saw how intense and extreme it was, and then you're like, do it on my child?
Right.
That's the problem that they all have, you know? And it's like, again, it's like, my parents as guilty as Lara's parents, as guilty as Jenna's parents. You're all in the same thing. It's
Right.
like, they try to be like, no, but let me tell you what
Right.
I don't care.
Not all parents. It's just like, well,
If you brought kids,
Anybody have a cigarette?
if you brought kids, you've got to figure it out. You got to figure it out, and you got
Right.
a lot of reconciliation to do. And hopefully they do it, because you know what? The sooner they do that, then the kids have a chance of getting out. 100 of them show up at the FBI saying, we're here to cooperate. We're here to, yeah, if you have to indict us, it sucks to be us because we did it. But, you know, most of the time they wouldn't even do that. If they really were showing up there with like, no, I'm atoning for this shit. I'm calling it out. It cannot be done to more kids. How do I cooperate so this stops? That's what we need from all of them.
Right.
You know, but it's not even up to us to sit there and convince you this is what you should be doing. Like, I don't know. I don't know what you need to do with your life.
right.
You know,
Figure it out.
figure it out. All of y'all get together. Talk to Mitch Britt. Get all of you together in a room.
Oh, no,
all
thank
of you
you.
can
Oh, no,
have
thank you.
a parent meeting.
I can't be bothered to speak to that person. Because if I do, I'm going to hurt everybody's feelings. I'm going to hurt a lot of feelings.
But I mean, again, it's like this is beyond the feelings, right? It's like, again, it's like we're discussing these facts. Like, accountability is needed. If it's not called out, it will never stop. And you know what? It's like secrets need to be. We're done with the
Yeah.
secrets. Secrets. Fuck secrets. Fuck your secrets. Fuck your delusion. Fuck you. Oh, I thought I was saving our world. You weren't, because the contrary fact, you weren't. This was a child slave. This one right here. It's like, if she was a slave, you weren't saving a world.
Right. You were doing it wrong.
Yeah, because you're not gonna have all children do this.
Right. Thank you! Woo!
Yeah. How dare the whole world be controlled under Scientology? Huge. Ew. How unlifelike is that?
Not today, Peyton.
It was just after Jay had just been
Not today, babe.
cuffs the second time.
And sure as hell not in Austin. So,
While the cuffs are on him, like he's
interestingly,
a very sweet person. He's
they
like the
still
nicest
call the police on us. But after the last time that they came, like, full, like, guns out,
Just kind of
things kind of changed. And I was like, So I was talking to some of the police officers, and they were like, we watched, the Austin Police Department said on this live, we watched the videos that we always talk about. Oh, we don't.
Yeah.
We understand now, and we know what fair game is. Austin Police Department officers said that to me. It can happen. And they've been actually really great to me ever since then. That's the guy that had to come out and take the report against, like, the guy knocked my phone out and stuff. So, which was ridiculous. But, like, it, like, thank you. It's got to start somewhere. Finally, they're listening. And oh shit, that detective called me today, and I need to call him back. So I don't know. Either I'm in trouble or somebody else is in trouble. But they're actually listening in Austin.
Yeah.
So I hope that stays the case.
I mean, but like even today, no officers came.
Right.
Yesterday and the day before, we were telling everybody was just being like, "Are you guys are embarrassing. This is a joke. Like, you have to stop doing this. Don't make us look. You shouldn't even be coming out to us. Why do you care how
Right.
we're doing? Everything's fine. Everything's quiet. You should just observe and move it forward." I was like, "You have more important things to be doing."
Well, I think that's why they're probably also not here. is because of all
Exactly,
the
and they're like,
UCLA
"Oh, we're not going to
things.
go back." They literally are going to turn us away.
Indeed,
Yeah.
more important things.
I mean, it's a mess at UT now too. That's why the police didn't come for so long, because they were too busy arresting
It's crazy there last night.
100 to 200 students for protesting, for using their First Amendment. Whether or not you agree with it, you have the right to do that.
Well, I mean, again, it's like, we're not trespassing. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
there's a whole other situationship going there with, like, breaking windows and trespass. Like, that's never gonna fly. Like, ayo, ayo, ayo,
Okay, my angels, I'm going to sleep.
all right, you guys.
Gotta go heal my body more.
Okay.
Okay, I love you so much.
Milk,
You too.
that's
I'll
about
see
good, you guys.
tomorrow,
Don't forget.
right?
Yeah.
And then
Thank
I
you for
work all
being
day
here
Friday.
with us today,
Yeah, I'll be
and I will see
13-hour
you
day.
guys
Oh my
really
God.
soon.
So my body can
Bye-bye.
handle it.
Stuff tomorrow, and then I'll be. Then I'm talking to.
Maybe
Stevie
wait, so
tomorrow.
maybe after rehearsal or something we can all go eat or something.
Yeah, I just have to